Alex here, I'm outside the King Power. I've just watched us get taken apart 4-2 by Claudio Ranieri's Leicester City. Here are 5 things we learned. Number 1, we missed the players that were banned. Fernandinho, Sergio Aguero, Nico Otamendi, the spine of a team. Sergio Aguero up front, I'm not too sure he would have performed any better today, but Fernandinho, the rock in the middle of midfield, someone to give Leicester that little bit of aggression back, someone I think we really missed today. And Nicolas Otamendi, whatever you make of him, I think we could have done with a purpose-built centre-back playing in that team. Sagna and Zabaleta, Sagna at centre-back didn't seem to know what he was doing. Zaba wasn't sure if he was a right-back, if he was a holding midfielder, if he was a winger, if he was a centre-forward. Headless chickens is the phrase that comes to mind. Number 2, we've learned that we need to look at Claudio Bravo. I like the guy, I think he's got quality in him. He came with great pedigree, he's been experienced around Europe and international football. I don't think fans booing Bravo is the right way to go about it, but equally I'm not 100% sure he's the man to help this club to success. We've got Willy Caballero, who again isn't the perfect goalkeeper but has performed in a Manchester City shirt, and there's a lot of fans here understandably calling for him to get into the first team. I'm looking at Claudio Bravo and he looks like a man without confidence. He looks like a man who isn't sure of himself, and a goalkeeper has so much responsibility. I'm not sure that Claudio Bravo is the way forward. Number 3, we need to react to goals behind so much better than we do. We need to react to things not going to plan. Guardiola clearly has his strategy, he clearly has his tactics, he knows what he wants, and then 3 minutes in, Jamie Vardy goes and spoils it and scores a goal on the break. And we need to learn to deal with that properly, not just to stand there with our arms folded looking a little bit confused. We need to get angry, we need to show a little bit of passion, we need to show that we are up for the fight. There are so many players out there today, world-class players, David Silva's, Kevin De Bruyne's, that didn't show that aggression, that will, that desire to get back into the game. There are players that want to win, there are players that work to win, but there are also supporters here that have travelled from East, North Manchester, that have got 2.5 hour, 3 hour, 3.5 hour coaches trains to get back to, that have spent 30 quid on ticket, that have spent money on train tickets, coach tickets, that have spent money on the pies, that have committed, and they want to see that from the players on the pitch. And we go 2 goals down and it's raining and it's cold and it's December. That's not an excuse. We have to learn to fight. That's how we're going to get back into the title race. Work harder. Number 4, we need to get tighter at the back and we need to work out what the plan is. People are coming out today saying they're not sure if we played 3 at the back, if we played 4 at the back, if we were playing different formations when we've got the ball, when we haven't got the ball. The fact of the matter is, the one thing we can all be sure on is at the back, no one seemed to know what the plan was. Are we knocking it long? Are we playing it short? Are we passing it out? Are we getting tight? Are we leaving the man? Are we playing zonal? Are we playing wide wing backs? Are we playing attacking wing backs? No one seems to know what's going on, and it gets the impression to me is that Pep Guardiola has set a scheme of instructions that these players either A, aren't capable of, or B, are confused by. They're asking too much of players that just aren't ready. It's too much too soon. And at Bayern Munich and at Barcelona, Pep, you're coming out with all these amazing ideas and you're loving your work. But at Manchester City, in a tougher league, maybe it's a little bit too much, a little bit too fast. I have no doubt this will work in the long time. No doubt at all. I have no doubt that in 2-3 seasons, presuming Guardiola is still here, presuming that we haven't hounded him out yet, I'm assuming that this will work. But also, it's going to take time, and as fans we need to be patient, but equally with Guardiola you need to understand that too much too quick isn't going to have the right result, and we don't want too many 4-2s to teams we should really be beating. And finally, number 5, something that we already knew, Manchester City's away support is superb. All the way through the game, at 1-0, at 2-0, at 3-0, at 4-0, the fans were as loud as ever and as loud as they've always been, cheering the team on, getting behind the lads. And alright, there was a little bit of booing on Bravo, and I've slagged that off already in the video, but you know what, if the support is as loud as it is passionate as it is, that will translate onto the pitch. And the passion that maybe some of the players missed today, hopefully it gives them something to think about on the bus on the way home. So keep singing City, keep being as loud as ever, and we'll see you at Watford on Wednesday night.